guys, Sam from Manfas Makes. How are you all? Welcome back to all my returners and hi to any newbies. It's so great to have you here. Please do stick around a while, and if you like what you see, give me a thumbie. They are free. So unfortunately I do not have my microphone today. I have been trying to film and that weird crackly noise keeps appearing. I've gone through all the settings, I've unplugged it, plugged it back in, it's not having it. So apologies if the sound quality isn't as good today, but you still get content. So you might just have to press the volume up. I'm sorry. Okay, so we are here today for a long-awaited crochet catch-up. I haven't done one for a little while, and I have a lot to show you. In fact, I am going to be showing you all FOs today, which is super duper exciting. So before I get into it, I hope you are all well. I hope you are having a fabulous start to your week. And I really do appreciate all the love and support you have given me over the past week or so. Since I came on and told you about the situation behind the scenes and I got a little bit upset and things, you guys have just poured your love into me and I can never thank you all enough. Honestly, you guys, this community is one of the best I have ever known. I will forever be grateful to each and every one of you, and it really has helped. So thank you so much. I really do appreciate it. Now, things aren't completely sorted. I still have absolutely no idea what's going to be happening, but there are some things in the pipeline. So between you and me, don't go telling anyone. I am filming this on Thursday, the 1st of August. You are not seeing it until Monday, the 4th, I think. But I randomly came across a job advertisement yesterday, the final day of July 2024. And I thought, go for it. Just email them, reach out, see if anything comes from it. Wasn't expecting anything. And today, this morning, the very next day after I emailed, they replied and asked me to come in for an interview. So fingers crossed. It is literally 10 minutes up the road. It is 9 to 5, Monday to Friday. It is still admin. But I don't know what the salary is. I don't know anything other than the location and a brief outline of what my responsibilities will be. It is in a residential home for the elderly population, so a nursing home. So yeah, please guys, keep everything crossed for me that this works out and I can get some security back in my life because I really need it. And in and amongst all of that, and apologies for this, I had a shower, I haven't tied my hair up, but you know, I'm freshly clean, so it's fine. In and amongst all of that, because I'm filming on Thursday, the 1st of August, there are some super secret, exciting things happening today that I still cannot tell you about, but I cannot contain myself, and I am literally counting down the hours and minutes until something amazing happens. You will all be informed, but not yet. By the time you see this, you will already know what is happening. But as of filming, it is not yet happening. It is coming. So yes, Manfa is in a good place today. So let's get on with the crochet, shall we? I've just been blabbering for 4 minutes about stuff that you're probably not even interested in. But seriously, all of your love, support, friendship is absolutely amazing. Also, I am trying to get my usual content out for you, but I don't as yet have anything for Wednesday. If something crops up and I am able to film, I will, but if not, there may be a missing video on Wednesday. And if that is the case, if you could all just go back and watch one of my older videos, just to keep my analytics going and just to help with watch hours and things, I would truly appreciate it. Anytime you watch any of my content and leave it a thumb, it really does help me, even when I'm not giving you new content. So if you can find it in your hearts to do that when you have a spare 5 minutes, half hour, whatever it is, if you could run some of my older videos, I would truly appreciate it. Anyway, crochet. So my first FO you may remember that I decided to do a third Boggy Creek blanket. I just plucked some random super bright skeins of yarn off of my shelf and I just went for it. Now, if you have been here a while, you will know that Manfa doesn't do random. Manfa is quite OCD. I don't like just letting colours play out. I like to normally colour control. Over my time here on YouTube, I have tried to relax a little bit more about that, because at the end of the day, this blanket is going to go to some super sick kiddos over in Florida at Boggy Creek Camp. They will take it away. It has been made with love, and we have been told that the brighter the colours, the better. And I'm not keeping it. It's not for me, so I've just got to let it go. And boy, did I let it go. So I used 2 different skeins of Hobie, and it was the Hobie Horizon. I then had to pull a third cake off my shelf, and I also needed to have a buffer colour for a stripe in the middle and for some of the border. That was the Hobie Kind Feather. So this blanket has helped me eat a lot of stash. So not only has this blanket got me a step closer to doing what I pledged to do, and that is to hopefully double my efforts of blankets sent this year. Last year I sent 4. I wanted to double it this year. This is blanket number 3. I am feeling a little pressured that I'm not going to hit that 8 blanket target, but then I am going to give myself some grace, and however many blankets I do manage to do is going to be equally as amazing, and I need to stop pressurizing myself and overreaching. So if I only get 4, maybe 5 done, that is absolutely okay, because I have matched what I did last year, maybe improved it slightly. I think I was a little over ambitious to double it, and if I am going to double it, I need to start making these blankets earlier in the year, because you know me, I have a million whips on the go at any one time. Plus, I have stuff for different segments on the channel as well. I can't do it all. I can't. I need to stop doing this to myself. Anyway, here we go. I am going to show you the blanket. Here it is. So I can't actually see you. Let's do it like this. So in the middle here, this beautiful bright colourway here is one of the Hobie Horizons. I can't remember which colourway it was, guys. Oh, good gravy. I didn't plan this very well. I have got my mobile phone here, or my cell phone as you guys call it. I am going to quickly go on to the Hobie app, and I am going to tell you exactly what colourway it is, because you guys need to know all the things. So that's what I'm going to do for you. Here we go. Horizon. And it is colour... I can't see it. Do they not do it anymore? Is it a discontinued colour? OMG. Oh no, they do. I'm being an absolute spoon. It is colour number 18, which is called Rainforest. So this super bright middle section is in colour 18 Rainforest. Now this is just a continuous granny square, guys. Nothing too fancy, but I love making granny squares, so I enjoyed this immensely. So I quickly realised that this was not going to make it big enough, because if you're going to do a square blanket for Boggy Creek, it needs to be 40 inches by 40 inches. So I was like, right, okay, I've used all that up. Well, apart from this smidgy bit, because this smidgy bit was not going to get me all the way around again. So that's okay. I've used it all barring this, and I might turn this into some charity hearts, which is another project that I've got going on. So then I thought, right, let's do a little bit of a buffer section. So that's when I picked up the Hobie Kind Feather in colour number 4. It's a lovely yellow. Now, let me give you some stats, actually. I'm getting ahead of myself. So the Hobie Horizon is 100% acrylic, 200 grams or 7 ounces, 550 meters or 601 yards. Recommends a 4mm hook and a 4mm needle. Lightweight 3 or DK. Wash up to 30 degrees. Low iron, low tumble. Do not bleach. Dry clean using P and lay flat to dry. If you wish. Designed in Denmark, made with love in Turkey, and like I said, colour 18 or rainforest. That is the yarn label there. And then the Hobie Kind feather is 100% acrylic, 100 grams or 3.5 ounces, 235 meters or 257 yards, lightweight 3 DK, 4mm hook, 4mm needle. Wash up to 30 degrees, do not bleach, low iron, can dry clean using P, do not tumble, lay flat to dry. This is anti-pilling because it's 100% premium acrylic, and like I said, this is colour number 4. This again was from my stash. Everything that has gone into this blanket is from my stash, so this will count towards my hashtag StashDown 2024, which is amazing. So then I did that stripe of yellow, and then I thought, right, I need some more to put in. So I grabbed another Hobie cake, this time in colour number 10. Colour number 10 is called Daybreak. It's the same stats as the Rainforest colourway. So I used it all barring this, and again it was because I couldn't get all the way around. No, I lie, I put it all in. I put every single scrap of the Daybreak in, but it still wasn't big enough. Now, thankfully, I had back in the day done a little haul from the Knitting Network, and they had these Emu Funfair Swirl DK, and it was practically the same colours as Daybreak, guys. They are very, very similar. Now, the Funfair is 150 grams. Okay, it doesn't give me in ounces on this one. Approximately 450 meters or 492 yards, 100% premium acrylic made in Turkey. Recommends a 4mm needles. There's no hook recommendation, but it would be about the same. It is again a DK lightweight 3. Machine wash up to 30 degrees Celsius. Do not iron, do not dry clean, do not tumble dry, dry flat. But it's acrylic, guys. I'm sure you can do all of that. If you can do it with the Hobie, you can do it with the Emu. And this was colour number 3, Ferris Wheel. And like I said, it was practically the same colours. I could not tell you really where the Hobie Horizon ended and the Funfair began, because as you can see, the colours are practically the same. Now, it is crazy. I did not colour control. It is just how it ended up. Now, this scrap is from the Emu Funfair. Again, I will turn these into charity hearts so that every single scrap is used up. And then I used the last of the yellow kind feather, this yellow here, to put just one singular row of single crochet around the edge just to neaten it up. I wanted to do 2 rounds, but I didn't have enough, so I played yarn chicken and I lost, so I just did the one singular round of single crochet, and then the rest of the yellow that I had over, which was only a smidgy bit, I managed to get a matching pair of hearts for the charity that I'm crocheting hearts for as well. So every scrap of the yellow was used. So in total, we're going to say that we used it all because I am going to use these scraps. We used 3 cakes and a skein, all from my stash. So this was an amazing stash buster. I am so super proud of it. Now for this one, I used my 5mm Clover and More, which is a blue one. Let me get it out of my notions pouch. Here it is. There we go, 5mm H Clover and More. And it does meet the 40 by 40 measurement requirements. It's bright, it's fun, it's crazy, it's made with so much love, and I hope that whatever gorgeous kiddo gets this blanket loves and adores it and keeps it forever and ever, knowing that somebody, me, here in the UK, loved them and wanted them to be wrapped up in gorgeousness. So that, oh, sorry, reaching off camera, that is the first FO, Boggy Creek blanket number 3, done and dusted. Amazing. Now I need to get another blanket on the hooks, and I have plans for that, but that's a separate video. Okay, so that was the first FO. Now I have a few more. I'm sorry if I am rushing through this. I don't mean to. I'm just very excitable today. So any questions, pop them down in the comments and I will do my best to answer them for you. But yes, 3 cakes and a skein used up and go into a well-deserved cause. If you want any more information on the Boggy Creek blanket drive, go and visit Nancy at She's Got Yarn Too. She will give you all of that information. This is her thing. I'm just joining in. Like I said, it all counts for hashtag Stashdown 2024, which is another thing being run by my beautiful yarny sister Bridget over at Queen's Crafts by Bridget. I will link Nancy and Bridget down in the description box. Go say hi, go check them out, go find out all the details, and send them my love if you do pop over there, because, you know, spreading the yarny love is something that I feel super strongly about, especially seeing as I have received so much love and support since then. Okay, now the next load of FOs, and there are 4 of them, they are all cinnamon stitches, patterns and tutorials. So you may know that about a week ago, just getting on for 2 weeks now, the gorgeous Jennifer, her channel is Cinnamon Stitches. I will link that all down below as well. I'm sure you are all familiar, but if not, go check her out. In fact, a lot of you newbies has come from Jennifer, so hi and welcome. Thank you so much. She has been going through a rough time herself at the moment with her mental health. There's a lot going on for her. There's been some family bereavement and a lot of other bits and pieces. And my heart truly goes out to her. She has been a massive source of inspiration for me. I made a pledge at the beginning of this year that I was always going to have a Cinnamon Stitches pattern on my hooks. I have done that and I am going to continue doing that for the whole year. I absolutely adore every single thing about Jennifer. She is a beautiful human inside and out. She went above and beyond for me, and she actually designed a hat in my name. That might be coming up in a minute. Lots of you came over because she had mentioned me and she did the hat tutorial. She mentioned that I had given her a lot of love and support, and quite frankly, I haven't even given her a fraction of the love and support that she has given me. She is incredible. I love her with all my heart. I am going to be a Cinnamon Stitches fan until the day I die. I will always be thankful for her kindness, her friendship. I cannot put into words how she completely blew my mind. Not only when she says my name, but now she has released a pattern in my honour, and you literally cannot put that into words. There are so many more deserving people than me out there, but she chose me, and I am just gobsmacked. I do not know how to say thank you in the appropriate way. So Jennifer, if you are watching this, you do not know how much you have done for me. You are fabulous. And see, I'm struggling to find the words now. You have given me some of my faith back, some of my belief back. Faith in myself, belief in myself is what I mean. You have given me encouragement. You have kept that spark of motivation going. You have built me up and held me up. And it feels like you're holding my hand and walking this troublesome path with me. And you can't put a price on that. And words can never do that any justice. But anyway, I could love on Jennifer all day, but I'm sure not everyone wants to hear that. So the first cinnamon stitches FO that I am going to show you today is her Miss Libby shawl. Now, I am making this for a YouTuber. I am not telling you which YouTuber. It is going to be gifted as a hug. It incorporates their favourite colour, and that was another pledge that I made this year, that I wanted to make more hugs for my friends so that they have a forever wrap them up in love keepsake from me that I'd made with my own fair hands. And Jen has enabled me to do that with this pattern, because I don't design. I rely on other people to make the patterns for me. I love her tutorials. They are clear, concise, get to the point, but you do feel like you're just crocheting with her, having a friendly visit, a friendly chat, and she just ticks all the boxes for me, guys. Whether you are a Jennifer fan or not, quite frankly, I don't care, because I am. And I am going to be singing her praises forevermore. And I am always going to be directing you to her channel and her wonderful designs and her wonderful personality. So to make this hug, I pulled off a cake of Hobie Cotton Kings. Hobie's featuring a lot today. Anyway, Hobie Cotton Kings Sultan Deluxe Shine. This was 250 grams or 8.8 ounces, 1,000 meters or 1,093 yards. And let me just tell you, out of that 1,093 yards, I only have this left. There's a lot of yarn in this one, guys. And it counts for my Stash Down 2024, which is amazing. It is 96% cotton, 4% polyester. They recommend a 2.5 to a 3.5 millimeter needle and a 3.5 to a 4 millimeter hook. Now for this one, I actually used a 4.5 because I am a super duper tight crocheter and I wanted a little bit more drape. This is made in Turkey. It is a fine weight number 2. Wash up to 30 degrees Celsius. Do not bleach, do not tumble, do not iron. Dry clean using P. Lay flat to dry, made in Turkey. It has the Ecotech standard of approval and it is colour number 8. Now I'm going to go back to the app on my phone because I again did not prepare for this, and they annoyingly do not put their colours on the ball bands. Hobie, if ever you stumble across any of my videos, which I highly doubt, but if you do, please, from practically everyone that crochets, will you please put the colour names on the ball bands, not just the numbers. So colour number 8 is Imperial Purple. And this is the Miss Libby shawl, and I loved it. Now, I did not follow Jen's tutorial absolutely to the T because she encourages us to use our artistic license to do whatever feels best for us. Also, because I was using such a thinner weight than what she was, I needed to do extra rows on some segments. If I got tired of doing a particular section, I moved on to the next. I literally just did it as I fancied. Now, I did put every single stitch segment in this shawl, but like I said, I may have done oh, I just had a notification saying my camera's off, but it's still ticking over. I hope you can see me, or this video is going to be a car crash. How bizarre. Everything's still on and shining at me, so I don't know. Anyway, so like I said, I took a little bit of artistic license and I just did what felt right in the making of this. But it is done. It is ready to be gifted. Now, with this pattern, Jennifer explains that because she is a more cuddly sized lady, triangular shawls don't really sit on her shoulders as she would like them to. So for this design, she did a much deeper V so that it sat and draped over her shoulders in a much nicer manner. And I absolutely love that because even if I'm not as cuddly, I like something to wrap me up. And of course, because this is going to be a hug for one of my gorgeous friends, which I'm not telling you, maybe you'll see it at some point in the future on their channel. Who knows? They don't have to. It's up to them. I want them to be completely enveloped in my love as well. So it started off with this gorgeous yellow. And the beauty of these cakes is they change their colours gradually all the way through. So yellows, oranges, and then it introduces the purples. Now, where that blue stitch marker was where I was last time, and I have added from that stitch marker down, and I have managed to get it done. I did not colour control on this. I just let the colours flow, and it turned out absolutely gorgeous. The shine and sparkle in this is gold and absolutely gorgeous. Now, I have explained this before, but the way that they get that gradual colour shift is there are 4 strands. So I hold up 3 fingers. There are 4 strands, and they will start off with 4 strands the same. Then they will take one of that colour out and add one of the new colour. Then they'll take another one out and add one of this colour. And then they'll take another one out and add more. And then that one will be gone and it will be all the second colour. And so it goes down through however many colours are in the cakes. So this is a fair sized shawl, guys. I am 5'8"-ish. And it is wider than my wingspan, as you can see. There's a good couple of inches on either side over my wingspan. So it is huge, but it is gorgeous. So like I said, we started with that super bright yellow and we slowly faded into the oranges, which got deeper and more intense as it went down. They started introducing the purples, and then we ended on this super deep, super rich purple here. This is absolutely stunning. I love it. And I hope the person that I am gifting it to doesn't mind the fact that I am trying it on for you. And I hope they love it as much as I do as well. It just sits on the shoulders marvellously. Let me see. The dog is right underneath my chair. Excuse me, Rolo. Let me see if I can stand up just slightly to give you... There's not a lot of room between where you're sat and my yarn wall, so forgive me for that. But here we go. As you can see, it comes right down past the bend in my arm. My arm bend is there and it goes down even further. Now, if this was blocked, it would be even bigger and even longer. The point at the bottom goes way past my butt, but it sits on me absolutely fantastic, and I'm sure it will fit on the recipient just as lovely as well. But just look at those colours. Isn't it stunning? Now, I know I didn't show you very well by standing up. There isn't a lot of room, but hopefully you get the idea. The point at the back is longer than my butt. It goes down past the folds in my arm, and it is just stunning. And now I'm showing you the back, but it is absolutely gorgeous. So thank you, Jennifer, for a gorgeous pattern, a gorgeous tutorial. I will be tempted to put more of these on my hooks in the future. I will put a link to Jennifer's tutorial for this down below, so if you fancy making one yourself, you can. Now, I'm probably going to wash this before I gift it, but I am not going to be blocking it. So the recipient, if they wanted to block it and make it even bigger, they can. Quite frankly, Manfa's a bit lazy, and I don't want to go to that faff. But if it was blocked, it would be even more stunning than it already is. So there we go. That is my Miss Libby shawl, and this is literally all I've got. Not enough to be put into anything, I don't think. So I am going to consider this cake done. So I can keep this label along with the other labels and put them in my yarn bands total for the end of the year, and I'm so excited about that. So that was the first cinnamon stitches project that I needed to share with you. I've got a chair next to me, guys. I'm not putting it anywhere that's dirty. It's absolutely fine. Now, going back to what I was just saying a little while ago, Jennifer decided to make a hat tutorial in my name. Like, what the what? I cannot believe it, okay? I had to make the Manfa hat. I will link the tutorial to the Manfa hat down below, should you wish to make one yourself. Now, I have confessed that I am not a massive hat lover, but that doesn't matter. That really doesn't matter. I have a pattern named after me, and by Jove was I going to make it. Now, this is going to sound really, really silly, but just bear with me, guys. Here in the UK, it is really, really tricky to get our hands on some of your big box store yarns. I have been so blessed to be gifted with a lot of them from wonderful yarny friends here on the channel. Some of them I have been super reluctant to use because in my mind, I may not be able to get more, or it'll be really difficult and a little bit complicated for me to get more. So I haven't touched them. And actually Jennifer, in a couple of her videos, in fact a lot of her videos, has said that she herself has been guilty of saving or holding on to certain yarns just because, well, they actually deserve to be used up. They don't want to get dusty on the shelf. They want to be used. So I took another leaf out of Jennifer's book and I thought, pull it out, use it, love it, appreciate it. And this yarn in particular is actually a yarn that Jennifer can't stand. She really doesn't like this yarn because of her skin issues. I am, of course, talking about Red Heart Super Saver. To you guys across the pond, you're going to think that is not special yarn at all. But to me, it is, because I can't just run down to the store and get it. It takes a lot for me to get my hands on it. And this particular colourway is just Manfa all over. And I was like, it needs to be put into something super special. Well, I'm not being funny. If a hat named after me isn't super special, then I don't know what is. So I grabbed my Red Heart Super Saver retro stripes off of the shelf, guys. Yes, indeed. Now, these are, let me check that they are both the same. These are 5 ounces or 141 grams, 236 yards or 215 meters. They are a medium weight number 4, recommends a 5.5mm hook or a 5mm needles, Ecotex approved, machine wash and dry, retro stripe, and 100% acrylic. I made my hat, and I have also said that I have tried on so many hats in the past and I just do not have a hat head. Well, I'm going to make myself have a hat head because this is in honor of me, and Jennifer went to all that trouble. I am going to wear my hat. So are you ready to see my hat? Here we go, guys. What do you think? Like I said, I do not suit hats at all, not in my opinion. But I have my Manfa hat because it's my hat, guys. I had to make it. So there we go. Now the colours are probably not being reflected accurately, but we all know or most of you know what retro stripes looks like. And here it is in all its gloriousness. Now for this one, in Jennifer's tutorial, she recommends a 5.5mm hook, and that is what I started off using. However, I am a super tight crocheter, and as I was done the top and I was coming down the sides, it was looking like it was not going to fit my head at all. So she said in that case you can add an extra increase and make it bigger that way. Well, I actually thought I'm going to need more than just an extra round. So I actually went up to a 6mm hook. So, you know, and it fits nice. And I think if I had have stuck with the 5.5, it would have been fine too. But, you know, here we go. Here is the lusciousness that is the Manfas hat. I am so proud and honoured, and yeah, I needed to use, in my eyes, my special yarn for this special pattern designed by such a special person. So here is my Manfa hat. Do you love it? Do you? Do you? Do you? Now I'm going to keep this on my head for a minute because I then went into a little bit of a Cinnamon Stitches pattern frenzy. I mentioned that I had gone back and started watching Jennifer's channel right from the very beginning, because I wanted to get to know her properly right from the start. And she also kept me company while I was at work on the really horrible days there before my annual leave. And she kept me company for all those days. And as I was watching some of the older videos, I stumbled across some of her older tutorials. So I thought, you know what, I still had some of the retro stripes left over, so I'm going to make something else. So I found her twist head wrap. Let me check, because I do not want to get this wrong. Bear with me, guys, bear with me. The next pattern I'm going to show you, I will, of course, put down the tutorial. I will link down below as well. But I wanted to, excuse me, I want to give you the right information. So yes, I have been digging in your archives, Jennifer. I hope you don't mind. And I stumbled across, where is it? The Cinnamon Twist Head Wrap. Okay. And I made it. Now for this one, so I used my 6mm dots for my Manfa hat, and for this one I went to my 5.5 green Clover Moor. This is huge. Jennifer does tell us that she's got a big head. So Jennifer, I am what you affectionately call one of those peanut head guys, because it is absolutely huge. Honestly, it swamps me. But that's okay. And do you know why that's okay? Because I thought that I could actually still use this in the winter, but use it as a cowl to match my Manfa hat. What do you reckon? I think it's fabulous as a cowl. The way it crosses over and folds over. No, I'm not doing this any justice. But it is a very hot day as well, so this is not going to be comfortable for very long. But there you go. What do you think? What do you think? I am going to be pastel-y, neon, rainbow bright, fabulous this winter. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. And it's all thanks to Jennifer at Cinnamon Stitches. So yes, I decided to use this absolutely humongous head wrap as a cowl instead. Nah, keep me all snuggly buggly in the winter underneath my coat. I love it. I absolutely love it. So because that one turned out way too big, also to make it, I had to crack into a second skein of the retro stripes because I didn't quite have enough. I thought, I'm going to scale it down. I'm going to scale it down and I'm going to make it smaller for my little peanut head. So I just switched up the numbers and just made it smaller. So excuse hat hair if I've got it. Oh, it's not too bad. I scaled it down and fiddled about with the numbers and the amount of rows, etc., etc., and I made a smaller one. Now this one is still slightly too big in my opinion. I clearly have a super duper peanut sized head. And I don't wear these, guys, so I struggle to get them on and make them look nice. And the fact that I'm dressing myself in my camera really doesn't help. So there is this one. here is the cinnamon twist head wrap. What do we reckon? Again, I don't think this suits me, but I don't care because it's cinnamon stitches and it's retro stripes, and what's not to love? So, you know, if I want my little head wrap, my little ear warmer when the weather gets cold, I'm going to pop this on my head and I am going to own it and I'm going to rock it and I am going to go out in public in it. So there we go. That is all of my FOs. Now, I do have a little bit of the second skein left over, as you can see. And I think my plans for this one is I am going to make a lovey with it. So watch this space. This is going to be turned into something else. But I made 3 gorgeously fabulous cinnamon stitches patterns out of my precious special retro stripes. There we go. That is all of the crochet that I needed to catch you up on. Now I'm going to take this head wrap off and I am going to close out this video in my Manfa hat because it's my Manfa hat. And I'm sure you can understand. Oh, wow. I'm sure you can understand why I am just so made up with this. I mean, I didn't actually give you a closer look. So here's the top of the hat. It is actually a pentagon. Looks like a little flower inside. And then we just used various stitches to build this hat up. Now this at the bottom is actually the corally watermelony pinky colour that is in retro stripes, if my camera is not being accurate. So here we go. Super comfy, super bright, super cheerful, super Manfa. I had to make the Manfa hat in a Manfa colourway. I had to. So what do you guys reckon? That is 3, 4, 5 FOs, 4 of which are cinnamon stitches designs. I think everyone now knows how much I love Jennifer. So there we go, guys. I have caught you up on everything that I have been up to. Now, obviously, in and amongst all of this, I did make 32 pairs of matching hearts for the charity, which I've already shown in a previous video. I have shown you the progress I made on the magazine make wrap that I am doing. I gave you a progress video on the Pick My Whip project that I am doing. I have given you a progress video on the Impkins that I am doing. I have started Max's Gut Choice, and there was a video about that. And there are a couple of secret things on my hooks as well. So there is a lot of crochet going on. It's just a lot of them have their own segments and feature in their own videos. This is a catch up of all of the extra non-segmented crochet that I have been up to, and I hope you enjoyed sitting with me, oh my goodness, for nearly 45 minutes while I showed you all of these makes. Now, everyone that I've mentioned I will link down in the description box. Any of the tutorials I have mentioned I will link down in the description box. Do go and check the channels out, go and check the tutorials out, maybe get it on your hooks if you are so inclined. And just one more time, Jennifer, thank you from the bottom of my heart. You helped. This is going to sound really dramatic, but you have helped save me, and I will forever be in your debt for that. And gorgeous. Gorgeous. Okay, I'm going to let you get going, guys. Thanks for being here with me today. I hope the rest of your week goes absolutely fantastic. Now, tomorrow I do have an extravaganza of a Happy Mail video for you. Yes, Yarny Fairy Godmother has been up to her old tricks, and I wanted to share that with you. Like I said, I'm not sure if there's a video on Wednesday. There might be, there might not be. And then Thursday, it will be Max's Gut Choice again. So there's lots still to come from Manfas Makes for the week. But if you could watch some of my older videos as well, I would truly, truly appreciate it. So take care. I'll see you soon. But until then, stay safe, be kind, look after one another, get some good quality time in with your loved ones, and get some good quality crafting time in. I will see you in the next one or around the YouTube streets. Oh, and don't forget to keep your fingers crossed for my job interview. Thanks, guys. Love you. Appreciate you. Bye.